The AliExpress sale is not quite over yet. It will be lasting until the 25th at midnight, so you still have time to make the best of those deals. And I have collected for you some very good deals on some watches that I never talk about and that not a lot of people are talking about right now. And for those who do not know the channel, this is what we do in here. We search for the best deals, not only on AliExpress, but on Amazon and elsewhere as well. The only requirement is that the watches are the best quality and always at the best prices. If that is something that you like, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Also, I'm going to be leaving links to the watches in the description below. They are affiliate links, so if you click on them, a little bit of money comes to this channel, which helps me keep it alive, so thank you very much if you do. If you're not familiar with how it works on AliExpress, there are some codes floating around, and those codes are country specific most of the time, so you need to search for them and input them depending on the price of the item you are buying. It is never really simple with AliExpress, but if you know what you're doing, you can get yourself great prices. The prices that I'm going to be showing to you here will not include those extra rebates, but know that depending on the price of the watch, you can get 2, 4, 6, up to like $60 off. I think that's enough explanation. Let's go to the watches right away. I'm gonna be going from the least expensive to the most expensive. And the least expensive that I'm going to talk to you about is the CADISEN C8225. I don't usually talk about CADISEN, but here I just could not help myself. This watch costs just $34, and for that you're getting a watch that is in 316L stainless steel, with a stainless steel bracelet, with an automatic movement, and just not any automatic movement, a Japanese Miura 8 series, and a watch that is a quite handsome dressy piece with a sapphire crystal. If you ask me, I would go for the blue sunburst dial. Look at that beautiful sunburst. It does look very nice with those leaf hands and those kind of fang indices. Some may like them, some may not. That beads of rice bracelet is also quite original, and I do believe that we are talking about an original design in here. I have not seen anything like it, but please do correct me if you have. The positives of this watch, it is of course the price to spec ratio. It is unbelievable that for the price of pretty much 2 or 3 McDonald's meals, you're getting an automatic watch made fully out of stainless steel with a sapphire crystal. Number 2 is the movement. At a different price point, this movement would be a negative, but at $30, really, I think it is the price of the movement. The 8215 is not the most refined of movements, but at this price point, really, can you complain? And it is visible through the see-through caseback. The negatives, you just have a press clasp, but once again, is that a problem at this price point? Absolutely not. And you've got a set of dimensions that is a bit large for a dressy piece. You've got 40 millimeters in diameter by 49 in lug to lug, 12 millimeters in height, and 22 millimeters in lug width. I would have preferred it to be a bit smaller, 36, 38 with 45 millimeters lug width, but hey, once again, can you really complain? You're getting an exceptional spec to price ratio here. Second watch in the selection, the Militado ML05, and that one you're getting for not much more money. You're getting that for $41. For you who like your military timepieces, you would have recognized that this is a homage of the Hamilton mechanical 38 millimeters. But that is not really a bad thing, because that is a really handsome, simple watch. Really simple case, military dial with simple baton hands, all that you need for a straightforward military watch. You got a choice of NATOs in here, and you've got the Seiko VH31 in here, which is a quartz, but with a sweeping hand, so it does look like a vintage mechanical movement, which adds an extra layer of charm to this watch. The dimensions, 38mm in diameter by only 10.5mm in height, 47.5 in log to log, and 20mm in log width. You've got a screw-down crown helping with the 100 meters of water resistance of this watch. You've got a double dome sapphire crystal with some pretty cool anti-reflective coating. The positive points, the design is beautiful, even though that is not thanks to Militado, but that is thanks to Hamilton. The dimensions are really good as well, and the price is just really amazing. On the negative sides, you've got a hommage in here, so if that is not your kind of thing, this is once again not a watch for you. But besides from that, for those people not willing to spend the $600 the original costs, this is a really good alternative. At number 3, you've got another Militado, the Militado D12, and this is a watch that I don't really understand. I mean, it is a really nice looking watch, a Dirty Dozen inspired watch, but I do not know why this watch is so popular. Maybe it's the dimensions, that very nice 36mm in diameter, but this is a quartz watch with a pretty basic quartz movement. It might be again that small seconds, but it is more expensive than the previous watch that we just saw from Militado. You also have a double dome sapphire crystal, some pretty decent bicolor lume, and you can have it for $57. On the positives, the design is pretty nice. You have 100 meters of water resistance coming from a screw-down crown. The dimensions are really nice at 36mm in diameter by 11mm in thickness, 43.3 in log to log, and only 18mm in log width. The negatives, it is only a quartz movement that ticks, so there's no fooling anyone in here. Once again, there's a lot of watches like these. I don't know why this is so popular, but I'm talking to you about this one because it is, and maybe you will find what you're looking for in this watch. At number 4, a watch that is amazing and that has won the latest AliExpress sale. I think everybody bought one of these. They have sold 2,000 plus of these up to now in these sales. It is the Addiesdive 1000 meter deep diver or saturation diver, and during the sale it comes at only $76, which is an amazing price for a deep water diver like these, for a saturation diver. Unheard of. You've got a helium escape valve in here, and let's be honest, there's absolutely no way to know if this watch can handle 1000 meters of water resistance. But what is certain coming from Addiesdive is that you can certainly dive with it even to the highest depths to which you can go from recreational diving, that is like 60 meters, and we can be confident that it will be fine. For those who don't know, this watch is a homage to the Halios Puck. I did not know that. I really thought that it was a homage to a Seiko Marine Master or to a Seiko Tuna or something like that. But the design comes from the Puck, and as the name implies, Halios, which I believe is a Canadian company, thought of the design as a hockey puck, and that is backed up by the dimensions of the thing. 46mm in diameter, 14.3mm in height, but before you think that you cannot wear this watch whatsoever because of those dimensions, think again, because it is a logless design, meaning the bracelet straps underneath the case, which means the effective log to log, or better call it the place where you attach the bracelets, is 40mm, and the log width, or the width of the bracelet rather, is 22mm. You've got a sapphire crystal, you've got a ceramic bezel insert, and you've got some very, very, very good lume. On the positives, you've got a high performance deep diver for such a low price, which might be a homage, but is a homage from a rather obscure watch. And once again, the price of only $76 for such a high performance watch. On the negative sides, we spoke about it, there's no actual way to know if this thing can actually handle 1000 meters of depth. And of course, even though it might wear okay because of its lockless design, 46mm is not something that everybody will want to wear. Number 5, it is of course a watch that if you know this channel, you know it by heart. I just gave it away on my last subscriber, well, giveaway. It is the Red Star 1963 and you can have it for $98. This watch has an amazing seagull movement, the ST1901, which looks absolutely beautiful. It's a mechanical chronograph with a column wheel and vertical clutch. A real beauty. And at this price point, it is really a bargain. Go buy one of these, thank me later. And the last watch of the selection is the Saint Martin SN0144 GX. This one has not been out yet. However, I wanted to talk to you about this one because it really intrigues me. You know how we have been saying for years that Saint Martin is almost there, but there's always something a little bit missing. At first they were doing only homages, or pretty much, and then they came up with their own designs like 1 or 2 years ago, which were great, but just a little bit too thick, using Seiko movements, which was splendid, but still there was some improvement to it. Here they have improved it the whole way. You've got a Miyota 9015 movement in here, you've got a thickness of only over 10mm thanks to that Miyota movement, and most especially you've got an artisanal aspect to this watch with those porcelain dials. It is a special technique called cold enamel, which gives an impressive look to the dials. To me it looks, maybe I'm not describing it well, but it looks like some squashed liquid against a glass that then got frozen with some color. It looks absolutely amazing, and I am dying to have one of these on my hands. Dimension-wise, it is 39mm in diameter, 10.1 in height, 46.5 in log-to-log, and 20mm in log width. The price, however, will be something that will deter some people, especially for what is considered still an AliExpress brand. It is announced at $360, which is actually quite a lot, but when you consider the movement, the technique used for the dial, and Saint Martin's level of finishing, it is actually not too much. I think it is rather correctly priced. However, I really hope that they do come up with other versions of this watch with more plain dials that will cost much less than this one. That would be really wonderful. But I'm dying to have this in my hands to review it for you guys. Thank you so much for having followed the review until the end. Here are some other videos that you will find really interesting, I hope, as we have discussed watches that I recommend in this video. There's also watches that I don't recommend at all. And there's also another video with the best deals that you can get out on other places than AliExpress. Thanks again, and I'll be seeing you very soon. Goodbye.